What do you do when you feel this shadow come over your mind and come over your thinking? What do you do when you find yourself emotionally just covered with these feelings of dread and misery and fear and hopelessness? Have you ever had this happen to you? Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you how to deal with that. Hi, this is Michael William Denny of the ThunderWizard.com YouTube channel. So what do you do when you feel this shadow come over your mind and come over your thinking? So right now I am filming this video and it's just a little after midnight on December 28th, well now the morning of December 29th, and astrologically speaking, there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's all kinds of crazy things happening in the news. You know, we've got people checking out of their bodies. I mean, leaving this earth. We've got all kinds of, just a bunch of celebrities in a row have decided to check out. They don't want to be here for 2017. So right now, this new moon, we're getting this really crazy energy that's happening. And speaking for myself, I'm like having all of these feelings of darkness and, you know, not the kind of darkness like you know what you're afraid of, but it's like you don't know what's going on and you're like, what is happening? Well, as it so happens, because of my astrological makeup, I'm very sensitive to the new moons. So new moons can be like that for me. So maybe you're like that on new moons as well, but maybe this feeling overcomes you. And so the new moon represents the mind not having its inspiration from the soul. Because as you know, the moon reflects the light of the sun. So a full moon is a moon that is representative of the mind that's completely reflecting the brilliance of the soul. And a new moon is representative of the mind when it feels disconnected from the soul. And that's when we get wrapped up in our fears, in our attachments. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, because as you know, we're working through the 13 phases of Ascension. And we're still in the first phase because we're still in the first month. If you haven't already, please go back and watch that series, the series of Ascension, and then come back, watch both of those videos, and then come back to this one because this is about that first step, the first phase. So what we want to do now, because remember the first phase of Ascension, what we need to do is we need to acknowledge that we are in fact trapped by our own negative narrative, our negative history, our negative self-talk. You know, the things we continuously tell ourselves. My name is so-and-so, I live here, here's what I can do, here's what I can't do, you know, all that kind of stuff. My parents did this to me, my dad did that to me, my ex-boyfriend, my boss, you know, whatever it is. The things we tell ourselves that keep us limited. What happens is that those, when we continuously repeat that narrative, these histories, they get lodged in our unconscious mind and they become like a computer program. And so what happens is that you just can't get out of it. No matter how many times you intellectually make, you know, the New Year's resolution, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be like that, or whatever it is. I'm going to change in this way, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be loved, whatever it is. We end up running into the same problems over and over and over again. Well, that's because the intellect isn't capable of rewriting the software in our hard drive, which is our unconscious mind. I'm touching my navel center. That's where my unconscious mind is. Yours too. So in our navel center, we have this computer hardware, which is our unconscious mind, and the software is the stories we keep telling ourselves about who we are. Now, this is more than just psychology. This is actual reality, because your unconscious literally creates everything. You know, these glasses that I wear, my unconscious mind is creating this. It's creating the table right here. It's creating you. You're a creation of my unconscious mind as well, just like I am of yours. So what we want to do is we want to change that program. Now, one of the things we have to do in the first phase is we have to acknowledge that we are in fact trapped by it, that no amount of thinking is going to get rid of that. We have to do something, we have to get in there, and we have to actually break those patterns apart and change them. So the first thing we do is we bring it to our conscious mind. So what I want you to do in this video is I want you to take some time and literally get out a pen and a piece of paper. I want you to sit down and I want you to close your eyes and breathe real deep, and I want you to ask yourself, what are the, just listen to the voice. Ask yourself, what are the things that are holding me back? What are my limitations? What can't I do that I want to do? I gave you some real obvious examples. Somebody can't get love in their life. They can't get financially stable. They can't get the physical fitness they would like. Whatever it is, it could be much deeper than that. Write all of those things down, all the things that you can't seem to break through. And don't worry about it. Normally this is, what we're not doing is we're not dredging up the past and indulging in it. What we're doing is we're pulling it out and we're looking at it, because these are the things that we are going to change. We are going to change as we go through the process of ascension. Now, we're only in phase 1, so that means we're just completely cleaning out and reformatting the hard drive. We're defragging the hard drive of our unconscious mind. But stay tuned, because as we continue to move past this, we are going to replace that, okay? So what I would like for you to do now, you've got, on one hand, hopefully you've written out what all the things are that are going to block you. Okay? And I need you to do that first. Just be honest. Don't try and sugarcoat it. Then what we're going to do is I want you to write down all of the things that correspond to what it is you really want. If you're saying that you can't find love in your life, you're going to write down, I'm going to find my perfect partner. I don't trust God. You're going to write down, I trust the universe. See what I mean? You're going to put down what it is that you want. Now, it doesn't mean you have to make that happen. It's not like you're just going to think yourself into happiness. What it is you're going to look at the roadmap of where you're going to go. Okay? So that's it for now. We still got a little bit of time before this year is over with. But in honor of the new moon and taking action towards resolving negativity within myself, I'm making this video. We'll talk about that later. So if you haven't seen already, I want you to go and check out the video that I just uploaded for the brand new online Master Shamanism course. If you haven't already watched it, go ahead and watch that video. I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. I'm telling you, we are heading into a major shift like we've never seen before. And so this new Master Shamanism class is going to take us to new heights, new levels. And the great thing is I've set it up so that it's very flexible depending on your ability and your desire and your resources and your time and all of that, to be able to get the perfect shamanic master course level for you. So go ahead and check that out. And if you like the channel, go ahead and support the channel. If you don't see it above, scroll below and support the channel. Thank you so much to all those who are supporting the channel. Subscribe, like, comment, get these videos out there, share it with other people, and trust me, you have no idea what's coming. Hang on, because stay tuned to this channel. Things are gonna go through the roof. Anyway, that's it for now, my friends. Good luck, and I'll talk to you soon.